Profit is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's incentive. Hey everybody, I'm off on another adventure. Although this is a double adventure. I'm heading out to do a little bit of work that I do as a subcontractor for the Air Force. And just before I get ready to leave, an ad from Craigslist pops up for a really great deal on an Atlas lathe. It's like, man, so I call the guy and I say, you know, hey, I got this problem. I'm heading out of town. I need to leave pretty soon. Can I ship you a PayPal deposit? Can I pick it up next Saturday? Leave a $100 deposit, pick it up next Saturday. Oh man, he says, I got it priced like that because I got to get it out of the garage. I need room to work on other things. And it's like, oh, he says, if it's still here, you know, give me a call when you get back. It ain't going to still be there. And I did actually, you know, I can squeeze it in, so I decided. So I'm headed there now. What's really attractive about this lathe is it comes with a factory set of legs. These are very hard to come by. I've only ever successfully purchased one lathe with a set of legs. And what he's asking for the lathe is basically the value of the legs. So I'm going to go get it. This is a gear change lathe. It looks like the gear stack is there. He's got the drawbar and a set of C3 collets. The factory stand has some kind of collet rack or something built into it. He's got other miscellaneous tooling and stuff that comes with it. Strangely, there's no milling attachment. I've run into all kinds of milling attachments. And I can't remember what else is in the photo. It's got one 5-inch 3-jaw chuck, no 4-jaw chuck. You know, miscellaneous stuff. But looks like a good deal. I didn't notice if it had a carriage stop or not. the elusive carriage stop. I cannot find in one of my deals a micrometer carriage stop, an original one. So maybe, cross my fingers, maybe I'll get lucky and get a carriage stop out of this deal. Well guys, I'm just a few minutes out. I'm going to be backing up this guy's driveway any moment. Looking for my house number. Oh, passed it up. This looks like a dangerous place. A lot of Clinton Kane signs. Ooh. Must be driving back and forth in front of this house. Just not finding the street number. This guy out here working on a car, I'm going to have to stop and ask him. I'm looking for 600.
600?
Yeah, is it? I was thinking it was you, but you weren't looking at me, so I thought, well, it must not be him.
I'm actually,
you're on the other street.
yeah, I'm on East Lawn.
Backing in. I had the wrong house number wrote down. This dude's got this thing apart, ready to put in my truck. Awesome. Doing all right. Man, I'm going back and forth. This guy's working on his car, and he's looking at me like, what are you doing here, you know? And he said, no, he says, there's no 600 here. Cool. So this is a short bed. Yeah. I don't have any of them this short. A little bit of wear on it, but it's not bad. So
all that stuff moves the way it should.
Okay.
This up there was engaged.
Okay.
I had that down because there wasn't no sense in having it running.
And the gear that's broken, is it on the?
It's in the very center, right here.
It's in the very center. Okay.
And it's the one that gets traveled back and forth, and it doesn't even have. It has square teeth on it that interchange that fall in like.
To let that center piece grip either one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I've been. You said you're working on a Logan lathe.
Well, I have a Logan lathe, but I'm gonna tear that Bridgeport down.
Oh shit! You got a Bridgeport in here.
So
Man, I got a bigger shop than this, and I don't think I have room for a Bridgeport.
well, you see the room. I'm outgrowing this so bad. I got to wait another year or two. I'm gonna wait till my daughter gets out of school before I move. So
Yeah.
we got about another year. So I'm just kind of
Now
trying to keep it together.
I have that mill.
Oh yeah.
Mine might be just a little bit newer than yours. It's painted kind of a cream white color.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's got a plastic top, not a metal top, like yours has got. So
I actually got this mill and that lathe and that mill all together at once. So
wow.
and then that's got the stand to it. I was gonna sell it, but after I started getting into it, I might keep both of those and actually use that for my drill and get rid of my drill press too. That makes it nice having a table just to run a drill press.
The limited amount of room that you have in here, that does make sense. You know, that's not as handy for drilling because you can't. You know, a drill press is really probably quicker, but yeah, I definitely understand that.
But kind of what you were saying, you upgrade, you keep what's upgraded, and you make room with the rest.
Okay.
Now here's everything as it came off.
Okay.
None of this stuff's broke. Now I've seen these where, they were broken in places and they've had to re-weld them. This thing works smooth. This right here is not damaged.
Yeah.
These pulleys aren't damaged. They ran smooth.
Cool.
I mean, I was impressed with the way this looked when I got it and then how it ended up running. It was just except for that one gear in it that I told you, and that little transfer case there. And then put all there's the chuck. See, this guy
Carriage indication?
Yeah, he had that, so it fits right on there. That's kind of cool.
There's not a carriage stop in here, is there?
I don't believe there is. I didn't see one.
And that's one piece I haven't been able to stumble across.
There's the other teeth to that.
Yeah.
The books.
Innie and outie teeth.
There's there's the holder.
Uh-huh.
It's nice and smooth. None of the threads are tore up on any of these. There's about 6 in here. There's all your gears.
Yep.
There they are.
Cool.
There they are right here. There's
Awesome.
the chuck key, wrench. And there was you got a couple miscellaneous things.
Yeah.
And then
I got drawers of that stuff, man.
there was about
Couple
4 or 5 of
holders.
these altogether. I really didn't tell if you had a full set, whether left and right and straight or not.
You got a quick change on that other lathe, I bet, don't you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Got enough of those things. I just don't even want to look at them.
I've had a reason to use a few tool bits that fit in those. Like to make a groove or, something, because I got a whole crap load of them.
Yep.
But quick change tool post is the way to go. I'm bolting it in a quick change tool holder and using it that way.
So much easier.
Yeah.
And no problems with this.
Yeah.
Everything works and not bent. It's not screwed up or crusty or rusty.
No. No, I'm buying it. You don't have to sell it to me, that's for sure.
I just want to make sure what was in the pictures is also in the boxes. You know what I mean? I want to show you.
Ooh, sounds like a
vicious 3-pound dog.
Yeah.
Go on. Cat's more intimidating than that dog.
Well, cool. I was looking for another set of legs, so I got a gear change lathe that deserves to be on a set of original legs. So that's
those are they're kind of hard to come by, like you're looking for them, but when you do
this is neat.
Jump on them. Yeah, that was a nice cabinet. I liked how they did the cabinet.
Do you think that was? This looks like it was made.
I mean, the cullets fit right in there, perfect, and that's even a larger space for that for the actual cullet holder. I'm talking about that goes in the headstock or whatever.
I wonder if this is an accessory that they sold back in the day that I just don't know about.
It might be. I mean, if not for the Atlas, for some lathe,
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it, it looks like it was made for it. It was made for just to hold exactly what it's holding.
Wow. Well, cool.
And then he had a thick board on top that's kind of separated between the two.
Yeah, that's probably that's maple. That's the original board. Somebody's painted it.
Yeah, the back of it
should be maple. Yep.
So.
Yeah.
It looks like they got one on the bottom there for the shill. So.
Yep.
It's all there.
That's how they. No.
However you want to look at that, but.
Cool. So do you work in the machine shop trades?
Actually, I don't. I mean.
Yeah. Here, let me pay you. Okay. Here's your $400. I bet if we put the legs all the way forward, there would be room for the lathe here.
How you want it? Just like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, this thing's so small.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of lathes with that short of a bed, but never bought one. That must be a TH36, I bet is what the tag says.
Yeah, 36. There we go. Now look what. A lot easier to mess with.
I got a few years on them. Yeah, we got to get the board going. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Cool.
What we got?
Put that in there.
Wonder if you could wedge one of those plastic boxes between those.
I'm worried about breaking the handles.
Yeah, so don't just slipping.
I got to get something up here. Normally I take them off before I even handle it.
You want to take them off?
Nah. It's already handled now. It's in here. Just if I have to make an emergency turn, like
Exactly. You know,
like that handle on the compound, those will go for about $60. And I've had to buy a couple of them over the years. And I sure don't want to buy any. I'm actually making them now. I can make them in 3D printed plastic. I'm making every handle on the lathe.
well, that's the way to do it then.
Oh man, that bolt. There we go. The foot will hit that and it won't go any farther. Yeah, I've got the compounds on eBay, but the rest of the handles I'm not offering yet. Man, there you go. You got some room in your shop now.
I got to put that torque converter in the truck this week, and then I'm gonna start tearing into that bridgeport.
And you need something where you have room for a lift too.
I got a forklift in the other garage. I have to drive it around the block. I bring it up in the driveway to lift stuff out of my trailer. That's how I got that bridgeport in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't have one of those yet, daggone it.
Yeah, they come in handy.
Probably about the time I get done buying and selling, moving lathes, I'll buy a cherry picker. Let me tell you, that's one hustling guy. And lathe's in pretty decent shape, pretty decent lathe. It's got the, doesn't have the factory motor. I didn't look to see what the RPM was, and it doesn't have the correct two-step pulley. Everything else about the lathe looks like it's correct. It didn't show the back gear cover in the Craigslist listing, but it was there. Go ahead. With women, sometimes they're timid. They get there first and have the right of way, and then they sit and wait for you to go. And anyways, man, sharp guy. I don't know what the deal was. He didn't tell me, and that's okay. But he did tell me when I was talking to him on the phone that he was selling that lathe for a profit. And let me tell you, people, profit makes the world go around. Profit is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's incentive. In communist, socialist countries where they take away the incentive to work, where you have to work for the collective, people quit working. Yeah, that's an interesting little formula. America seems a little bit similar to that, doesn't it? But profit is incentive. And he bought that Atlas lathe, a Bridgeport with a 36-inch table. Bridgeport was, it looked kind of tired. I don't know what condition the ways were in, but he showed me someone had put grease fittings in it, and the thing had been greased, and so he's got to tear it all down and clean it up. And he's still got it sitting on a four-wheel caster, heavy-duty caster cart. So I don't think he's quite sure how good it is yet. And what else did he get? Oh, he got an Inco benchtop mill, like the one that I sold out of my shop. only in better physical condition than mine was in, just as far as the paint finish goes. It didn't have paint falling off of it everywhere like mine did. And little one-car garage. I mean, this truck could not go in this garage. This was a garage that was built back in the day when you had Model Ts and Model As, or maybe just shortly thereafter. I would say it was 1930 or before would be the construction of the property there. Real tight garage, man. Just, I mean, anybody had more room than I've got in my garage. I mean, it's like, dang, what's my problem? Well, I'll tell you what my problem is. I just bought another lathe. That's my problem. So, man, I really got to get dedicated to getting the extra tools out. He told me, I didn't see it in the box of goodies, there's a brand new set of half nuts in there. He said there's an extra compound and cross slide screw. So what that means is someone has replaced the compound and cross slide screw. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to inspect those and see what quality they are. I mean, they may have been replaced 10 years ago or 40 years ago, who knows. It is a Timken bearing headstock, so it does have carriage cross feed. Of course, this is a gear change lathe, and he said the little slider in the middle of the gear change was broken. So someone's probably crashed the lathe at some point in the past. So I'm going to, I'll investigate that. And I'm thinking about, you know, manufacturing more parts for these lathes. I can make those parts. Those, you know, anything that's made in Zamac, just about any part made in Zamac can be made in ABS and do a fine job. So we'll see. So I got a set of legs. This is a TH36. So this is shorter than your average Craftsman Atlas 10-inch lathe. That means the boards that went across the legs that I got, those are short. So I'm looking for more leg sets. This is only the second leg set I've been able to obtain since I've been working on my workshop. The cabinet on the leg set, that is a manufactured cabinet, and it has holes in it to hold those 3C collets. So I think this is possibly a lathe accessory that I've not known about. Probably they've been in photographs or on catalog pages I've seen. I just didn't notice. So that might be an exceptionally rare accessory. You know, just from strictly an tool organization point of view, a toolbox of some sort on the bottom board would probably be more effective. You know, like a big Kennedy top box or a Kennedy bottom box with the wheels removed, something like that. All in all, picked up a lot more pieces. Look forward to going through it. I'm not going to be able to go through it for at least a week, because I'm heading to Indiana to work. Got another lathe on the Crafting channel. The Bridgeport, the Inco benchtop mill, and the Atlas lathe, he got all in one deal from one person's shop. He didn't tell me how much he paid for that stuff, but he probably did pretty well. He's keeping the Bridgeport, and I think he's talking about selling his drill press and just keeping the Inco mill as a drill press. Now that's an interesting option in a shop. He's got so little room. The Inco mill is a benchtop mill, has a bigger footprint than a drill press, but it's more capable. Now a milling machine is not a fantastic drill press. It's a lot of effort to adjust the chuck height in and out away from the table. So a drill press is superior in that regard, but you can't machine on a drill press. In the limited space that he has, though, he's got to make a decision. So I think that was kind of interesting. The Inco mill was sitting on the floor. He said he got the factory stand for it. I didn't see it. Be cool to see it. So the guy said he's going to check out the channel. So who knows? You know, maybe I'll have another contact with him in the future. Hopefully he'll keep my number, and if he comes across more things that he knows I'm interested in, maybe I'll hear from him.